How much luck do you feel like is involved in like all this music shit?
I don't even believe in luck.
Why not?
I just think if you really give your 100% for real, like your 100%, I think you'll receive something. That's what I believe.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the One More Time podcast. Looking forward to this one. I'm Playback Ben here with my co-host,
Henry with a 3, a.k.a. the Trap Jack Black.
Trap Jack Black. Who do we have over here in the love seat today, my friend?
Welcoming in on our 98th interview, coming in on that century mark. Very impressive. I'm proud of us. Fresh out the pen, welcome home, Fujiano.
Bro. No, I said it was the other guy that used to be signed with AE.
It's not Fu?
It's not Fu. It's Moo. It's Money Moo.
Hey, free food though.
Free food, though.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Oh God.
We got Money Moo in the motherfucking house, though.
Yes, sir.
Believe.
Thanks for coming, Moo.
For sure.
So I ball like a free agent. I hop straight out my deal. How fella say he authentic, can't even keep it real.
Coming out swinging, Ben. Damn.
Who we talking about right there, my guy?
Shit, man. Really just a bar, you feel me? But, you know, it really just a bar.
Yeah.
For anybody who got them, you know what I'm saying, not keeping it 1,000, if they ain't keeping it authentic, you feel me?
Heard that?
Man,
Yeah.
I love that media trained response. No, because I first became familiar with you during your AE days, right? Authentic Empire. I was working with GA, aka Gabriel Averett, a close friend of the podcast, close friend of Henry's. And yeah, I met you, you know, during that time in your life. And, you know, I just like heard that bar and I was like, you know,
No, yeah.
I took it a certain way. I mean, I'm sure others might have as well. I got to ask you this. I feel like you handled the split, if you will, in my mind, very amicably, right? Even right now when I'm trying to bait you into, you know, speaking on the bar that in my mind is completely directed at our friend Boom Man. But, you know, Euro Got It did not take...
He was a little more explicit.
He didn't take such a similar approach as you did when it came to parting ways with AE. I mean, for me, bro, I found that shit hilarious. Like, were you watching that unfold with
His
Euro
skits and shit. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that shit was crazy. You know, of course I'm watching it. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I told both of them, like, man, y'all need to get that right.
Yeah.
But yeah, far like just, you know, I don't dwell on stuff, you feel me? I ain't gonna just lie like everything was just all 1,000 when I walked away. You know what I'm saying? That's clear. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I took the good with the bad. You feel me? Like, it was good things that came from it. It was certain shit I ain't like the way it was handled. We spoke on all this shit. Everything is understood, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, it ain't like everything was just good, but I just don't dwell on shit like that. I got to keep moving, you feel me? Like, at the end of the day.
I love that.
I'm the biggest one with this shit. I ain't worried about no AE. It was a stepping stone for me, you feel me? So,
Yeah.
salute.
Yeah, you
and keep it moving.
fulfilled your contract obligations
For
and
sure.
on to the next.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and I think that, you know, it's very mature of you, to be honest. And it was kind of funny, like, you know, me doing my research, a lot of the interviews and or, you know, stuff about you on the internet was during that time, right?
Yeah.
So it is kind of just interesting
did an
knowing how it
interview in a minute.
You know, exactly. Yeah. So we're excited to have you on and kind of, you know, talk to you about the evolution of Moo, right? But it was just kind of trippy, like it's like watching a movie when you know how it's going to end, right? You're like hearing it. You're like, that's not how it's going to still play out here, you know? So that was just kind of
Got the spoilers.
interesting. Yeah. But so is that just in your nature to not really like, have you ever blown up at a situation though?
I mean, you feel me? When it comes to like this type of business, nah, I won't say I have really like, not really in real life situations for sure, you feel me? It have been times when I know, like, we'll think about the consequences later, you feel me? But, like, when it come to something like this, not really. That the first time, like, for one, the AE situation is the only thing I've ever did, feel me, when it comes to music. I ain't never did nothing else with anybody. That's the first time I ever partnered myself with anybody, you know what I'm saying? So, it's like all that shit was new for me. You feel me? The whole thing, sign a contract, all that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it was definitely a learning experience.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean, you clearly look at it as a stepping stone. So like, what would you say that you took away most, right, from that step in your career?
I took away, like, it showed me, you know what I'm saying, a lot of new things, like, far as like more exposure. I seen stuff more hands-on. I seen how the radio really worked versus how I thought it was working. You know what I'm saying?
So what's the difference between what you thought it was and versus how it works? Because we're just like
you
always
gotta
trying
pay.
to give.
You gotta pay.
There you go.
You heard
radio shit for
Pay to
real.
play.
Pay to play.
These DJs got to eat.
Cost, like the radio cost, but
Yeah.
but like, and just, you know, the whole experience of just going from one level to the next level, show price going up, you know, all that type of stuff. So definitely, I feel like it was just a lot of learning experience, and then too, even how a contract does work. You know what I'm saying? Understanding the contract, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That the biggest thing I learned from it. You feel me?
Get a lawyer.
For sure, a real one. Not don't penny pinch. Like, get you a real entertainment lawyer who really know how that shit go.
Not the guy with the big
Feel me?
pants and the
don't,
memes.
And
the
don't let day lawyer do your shit neither. That ain't what I did, but still though, don't do that neither. Like, get you a real deal lawyer if you can. You know, sometimes this shit, and you might not have nothing. These folks don't be having nothing. They just do what they can to get out the situation they in at the time. You feel me? So
Yeah, it's one of those things where clearly you haven't made it yet when you're getting into these maybe like, entry level deals, right? Like your first deals when you're, first signing a pub deal or first signing a label deal, whatever the case may be. So it's like, yeah, should I spend the 4 figures, 5 figures on the lawyer when I don't have shit right now?
Right.
Or am I going to the,
you can't. You might just absolutely can't do it.
Yeah,
you feel me?
true.
So
right.
like,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. Even if you have the ability to, though, is it, shit, someone's saying they can do it for a few hundred or like what, or a percentage of this or that, you know what I mean? So like
Facts.
those are definitely tough situations. Did you talk to Euro about like how he was handling everything like during it?
We spoke one time throughout all that shit. Like, we chopped it up.
What was he saying about like maybe like why he was
Shit, really, I ain't asking why. I mean,
Okay.
Clearly he was upset type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I had just told him, like, bro, I don't think you should be taking it that way. I was like, bro, I think you a good artist. You talented. Like, focus on the music, bro. If anything, talk about it in the music. That's what I do, bro.
Yeah.
I don't get to just, I'm not going to sit here and just be talking about another nigga like that. You feel me? Like another man like that. But at the same time, you can communicate and, express it through the music. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, hence the bar that I dropped at the beginning of the
for
episode.
sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
It's like
that.
all the
like,
time he spent, working on the skits and the content that could have been, skits promoting his music, maybe.
And,
Right.
Oh yeah. Well, back to that though. But yeah, he was just saying, like, yeah. I mean, I was just saying, like, yeah, bro, you should focus on the music. And plus, at that time, I'm attached to the brand. So at the same time, too, I don't
It's a
want
conflict.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause do I agree with everything they were doing? No, you feel me? But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm here for one reason. That's all I was really concerned with. I wasn't really concerned with what, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whatever else they doing with whoever else y'all doing it with. Y'all doing what y'all doing.
And his
type
situation was a little different too, because he was there like from the jump, right?
Yeah,
he was
for
the
sure.
first artist that they were like seriously pushing, putting bags behind. And I think him and Boom had a pretty,
Yeah, it's deeper than
tight-knit.
me. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that's something they had to
figure
type
out.
shit. You know what I'm
I
saying?
get that.
Yeah. So the thing that's most remarkable about your story, and I know you're probably sick of talking about it, but we got to at least touch on it, is the fact that you had a song hitting that was clearly people were liking it when you put it out around 2017. I think you've talked about the fact that like anytime you'd go to a new place or, show it to a new person, like they were fucking with the song.
Yeah.
So like you clearly were getting positive feedback to understand that like, hey, I kind of have something. But 3 years later, you really revived the record with the remix with Moneybagg Yo and Foo. right? And for me, I just think that like shout out to you for sticking with that shit. I think it goes hand in hand with, your whole Believe brand, right? Is like you believed in that song, you believed in yourself to keep pushing it, and like just wanted to give you your flowers for like clearly sticking with that to the point of it's arguably changed the trajectory of your career in my mind, right? Like I'm not saying you wouldn't have continued brick by brick to build, but like that record clearly has like been a very foundational moment for you, and the fact that you stuck with it as opposed to just giving up on it like artists do after a few weeks, a month, whatever the case may be.
Artists need to hear this for real, because that is a major gem. I see people working on an album for a year, promote it for like 3 weeks, and then they're not talking about the album anymore. I'm like, man, people are like, well, it didn't do the numbers I wanted. I'm like, the game just started, right? Like it's out now.
No,
push
for
it.
sure. For sure.
Yeah. And so, you mentioned that like you feel strongly that that kind of record is timeless, right? Like it's something that, several years from now, 10 years from now can still have its place in the music scene, right? Like in the culture.
How did you know that?
Yeah. Or like, what do you think makes a timeless record? I guess would be my question.
Really, man, I can't really say what makes a timeless record all the way, but I'll say how I knew that song was a timeless record was because the people, like the streets was telling me. Just how you said in 2017, it didn't just go huge, but man, if every single time I go anywhere, any day, somebody's coming to me about one certain specific thing, I'm dropping projects, I'm dropping all kind of other music, but folks still talking about, now that song has to get heard by, it might have got heard by 100,000 people. 100,000 people when it comes to, that's like, let's say one stream, 100,000 streams, that's nothing. Feel me? Like, it's a lot, but it's nothing when it's compared to like the whole world or even just the US. Like, so it's like, okay, my city rocking with it, but nobody else in the whole country even knows this song exists. I'm like, when they hear this song, they gonna know it's hard like that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna know. So that's just kind of how I was thinking about it. I'm like, so every time I go somewhere, they gonna have to hear it.
That's an interesting argument for, some people these days say that the in-person stuff isn't as important when we have the internet and stuff like that, but it sounds like you
and
still
I ain't gonna lie. No, I will hit on that too though, because it's like the game is constantly changing. I feel like the game different from now from just 2017.
Yeah.
It's different.
Oh, definitely.
Like for sure. So it's like a lot of stuff that I was doing then, I'm not even doing that now. You know what I'm saying? The things that was telling me this song I was going to open mics, you know what I'm saying? I was doing all kind of stuff. Like I had never received a penny from no music at that time. So it was like different type of ways that I was going about. Now I got to use different tactics to find out like, oh, this song or versus this song.
So how do you know now?
It got a lot more to do with like, I gauge from social media.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I still in person with it. I go to the clubs. I push up on the DJs. I play. I look at real life reactions without like, you ain't got to say, oh, I'm in the club, money moving. In Atlanta, soon as you tell them they in here, oh, they don't even want to dance. Everybody cooling. They don't care about nobody. Like everybody a superstar type shit. But so I just chill. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in a strip club, throw a little bread with it, but just see how it is, and I just go off that. Then when you drop it, of course, the analytics too.
Yeah.
But I ain't just geeked on analytics, but the game is though. So it's like,
yeah, if you want to deal these days, definitely your numbers got to be.
They don't understand it. If it
Yeah.
ain't no numbers, them labels, all that for all y'all, they don't understand that's all they understand is data.
Yes.
Numbers. They don't know what's going on in the streets. They don't know who up next in the streets if it ain't no data.
Yeah.
The whole city could know like, oh, Shawty next up, blah, blah, blah. But if his numbers ain't, they ain't going. That's what I was going through with that same exact song.
Yeah.
I went to labels in 2017.
And they were like, what is
sat
this?
with L.A. Reid. I flew to Interscope. I thought I was finna get signed in. You feel me? Like, no. And with no data, they like, I don't get it. They got phone calls to, hey, y'all need to see about, bro. Call them in there. But they don't know why they saying that because they not in the streets. And You feel me? Like them labels. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wait, but so I want to go back. So when you're in the club, you think that if they announce the classic like Money Moo in the motherfucking house, like, you know, blah, 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 like everyone doesn't like that?
No, it ain't like that. They don't like it, but it's just like sometimes when I just want to hear how the song is, when I want to see the reaction, I don't want it to be persuaded by
No
nothing.
bias. Yeah.
I just want the
non-biased.
song to come on and so I could just see the true reaction.
Yeah.
Is some people dancing? Is they moving? Is it throwing the vibe off? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like versus like,
Oh, he's
if they
here.
know
Let's
yeah,
turn
they
up
just
because
look
he's
at
here.
you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At that point, they looking at the artist, see what they gonna do. Like, oh, you
Yeah.
in here? This yo, what going on? Like, nah, I'm trying to see the real reactions to it. You know what I'm
So
saying?
you just slip it in the middle of the set.
slip it in there, slide it in there real quick.
Yeah,
Just
so
take
it
a
almost like distracts them from even
It's
listening
like-
to the song because then they just look at whatever it is that
They
you're.
continue doing what they partying, right?
Yeah.
They doing what they doing. We trying to see, is this gonna keep the party vibe? Is it gonna turn the party up? Is people gonna say, hey, who this is? Is
Yeah.
they gonna come to the booth? You know what I'm saying?
Or are people just gonna like go to the bathroom?
Or is people
Get
just
another
not do
drink?
nothing.
Yeah.
Not gonna bob a head, nothing. They ain't vibing with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You wanna know.
Yeah, is Atlanta a tough market? Like, I'm not a big club guy, admittedly, but is it a tough thing where like if a new song comes on that they haven't heard, are they pretty like standoffish and
Oh,
like
yes.
okay?
For sure.
So how many times has your song gotten played and like the vibe was killed?
Like in my life,
Like just yeah,
like
last
in my
week.
life, like not say the vibe was killed, but just coming up, bro. You know how many times I can't even tell you how many times I performed and nobody gave a fuck about what I was doing. You feel me? Like
Damn.
they did not care. The same shit hitting. Like
Right.
it'll be always somebody like gonna tell you, bro, that shit hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's for that. I'm here for the 1, 2, 3. I don't care for the people that is gonna rock with me when I leave out. I only came for that, to get a couple more folks to fuck with Money Moo and fuck with his music. Everybody else who ain't vibing, if they is or not, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know my shit hard.
Yeah.
Fast forward a couple years later, that motherfucker rocking. You
All
feel
those
me?
people that weren't
The same-
rocking are rocking now.
Now, oh yeah, bro, I remember you from Voodoo.
I was fucking with that.
You wasn't fucking with me. You wasn't fucking with me, bro. I remember, but
Damn.
I appreciate the love though, cause I
Yeah.
know how it go, bro. It's Atlanta. It's like a million rappers, bro. Like
Yeah.
for real, bro.
true.
Everybody, you be like, it's damn near cliche to say you rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I mean, I'm thinking about
I
dropping a
rap.
project,
They be
you
like,
know what I'm saying?
Ben's working on his debut E EP.
Yeah, that had me. Everybody got a project.
I actually just got you on to ask you, like, I mean, you want to hook me up with a feature, bro, or like?
Yeah, we can make it work. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that, bro. I'm gonna,
Yeah.
I'm gonna shut that down.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm taking his word.
No, for yeah, it's probably good advice. For me, I'm interested now to like, what is that psychology around, like people almost need for someone else to validate it then for, you know, it's almost like the thing where a lot of people didn't support what we were doing even with the pod, right? Until we started getting whoever on and they saw the motion and, oh, this person follows you now. And it's like, you know, it's like this weird
Yeah.
fucking cloudy shit. that-
Hype beastie.
yeah,
kinda.
where it's like people only rock with you if they see other people
It's
rock
monkey
with
see, monkey do, man. That's how it is, bro. Like for real. That's just how this game is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they want to see other people then, especially Atlanta too. That's another thing. But like Atlanta is like one of the greatest cities when it comes to me, if not the greatest city when it comes to this rap, this hip hop. But it's like, boy, you gotta get everybody else rocking with it damn near before they start rocking with you here. Feel me?
It's so true, man. I feel like we're not a city that really, there's other cities that I feel like support
yeah.
independent artists more, right? Where they almost want to find the new thing, right? They want to discover that next artist. I feel like Atlanta only wants to rock with the shit that's already got the motion.
Yeah, it's like they not impressed. Feel me? It's like it's just like, man, the average person is having more emotion than the rappers out here. Like they not impressed. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really do something to get some. I had to really get my emotion up. It was folks, it was like, if you know with me at first, but I had to go get some more. Okay, now I'm getting millions of views. Oh, now I'm getting booked, dog. Woo, woo, woo. Now they rocking. You feel me? But it's like they just not impressed, bruh. Our rappers is Future, Young Thug, Lil Baby, 2 Chainz, just all these big, huge rappers, 21 Savage, all like these is the rappers from our city. So it's like versus these other cities where they could name. It's only been a couple folks, you know?
Yeah, so they know all the underground people at that point because there's only a few superstars.
But I will say, though, I think this the place to be, though, for it. Like, if you trying to get some motion, as you can see, we having millions of folks moving to the city, like, but it is a place where you can get that motion, though.
But y'all can feel free to stop moving here anytime, too. Like, you know, we got enough traffic.
We full, but that traffic, boy.
Yeah.
But that traffic is over with.
Feel free to go to Florida, you know what I'm saying?
Go to Miami.
Charlotte is nice.
So you talked about like seriously working the record, right? You know, working the hitting record. For those that are out there, like, what are some actual things you were doing? So it sounds like you were, you know, going the radio route, you know, paying to play. That was like clearly one tactic that you utilized. But like, what were you you know what I mean? Like, we want to give people game that are these independent artists trying to get motion, right? Or trying to have a record move. You know, clearly the music's got to be good. So like, get some fucking second opinions out there on your songs, first of all. Yes. But, you know, once you kind of know that you have something on your hands as far as a good song that can make some noise, like, what were you actually doing?
Well, before I got with AE, what I was doing with the song was pure, like, mostly leg work. You feel me? Like, I'm going to different clubs, different venue, anything, event. Like, it didn't even have to be nobody rapping. It's just an event where people in the industry going, anything like that. I'm going there. I'm pushing up on every DJ. I don't care where I go. If it's at the club, if it's at somebody's baby shower, I'm pushing up on the DJ. If it's a DJ in there, I'm Money Move, bro. This was going. This is the hardest shit. You need to hear this. Like, I'm going around like that. Anytime I get any money, like, I'm using my money for promo. I don't care if the promo was anywhere from $75 all the way to $1,000 or whatever you spending. But like, that's what I'm doing, little things. Put it here on Say Cheese, Dirty Glove Bastard, whatever. Like,
do the One More Time podcast.
You feel me? You feel me? I'm going to interviews. I'm just doing stuff like that. Then when you collab with something like that, because even like with AE, Boom Man, he reached out. Like, why did he reach out? Because the song was doing a little something anyway, just off our own momentum. You feel me? Boom. He reached out. Now with that, that's when it come in, the radio. I already went to the radio and locked in with like my dog, Stewie Rock and Fly Guy DC, Rory Simmons. I pushed up Greg Street, all them. I met all them with that same record before the remix, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't paying nothing though. Feel me? It's a difference. Like, you're not gonna be on rotation in the radio like that. So you worry about that when you have the funds for that. I wouldn't advise somebody, if you don't got the funds for that, man, you need to worry about just getting the record hotter to the point where somebody else gonna bring them funds and do what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? But
how much does it actually cost to get on the radio?
Like, to be in rotation on the radio?
Rotation.
Like, to be on a rotation in the radio, I'm going to say, like, at least 6 figures, like at least 100,000.
Shit.
Damn.
That's what I'm going to say. Like, if somebody, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, some folk will probably even tell you 200,000, bro.
Yeah.
Like, to be in that radio, like, just going crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
damn.
On a level of, like, feel me, probably like, I don't want to say nobody's name because I don't know, but like, to be on that radio extremely hard, it's probably like a 200,000. I know that hitting probably at least was about 100,000.
Is
how
that
much it was on the radio?
FM or XM or both?
Shit. I don't know, really.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm just talking about like,
damn,
to the point where like that radio in your car, like, yeah, it's probably both, but I'm talking about like, your mama and them calling you, I hear you on the radio.
Yeah.
Like, it's just on the radio.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, yeah, that shit cost 6 figures.
So did you get that call?
Yeah, for sure.
How good did that feel?
For sure, man. That felt that was like making it feel more real. Like I'm like, man, this shit really going up. Like when they getting to calling me like, oh yeah, my friends, they just called me. They said your song was here, or like I was at the Hawks game one time and it's just started playing in the Hawks game. I'm like, damn, shit going up. You feel me? Like, or even boy at the Super Bowl when Tampa Bay won the Super Bowl, but they in the locker room bumping. I'm like, oh
Yeah, I remember that.
this shit going
That's
up,
crazy.
man. Like, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there were so many, like the song went absolutely bananas on the internet. I mean, what was it the Bucks Super Bowl celebration clip, or were there others that like meant more to you to see, right? Like, cause I think Boosie played it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
a lot of people.
a bunch of, just, big time celebrities were posting it on IG stories, listening to it, whatever, right? Like there was support of the record amongst like high level celebrities on the internet. But what was the, like, I don't know, the most personal one for you?
Really just the most personal one, to me, is like really before even the remix and stuff. Like the first time when it got played on the radio, it was by like for Fly Guy DC and Ferrari Simmons. And I was in the club. I was in 1145. And like, bro, I had been hitting. This is 2017. I was pushing it already for 6 months. This probably like 7th, 8th month. I've been going to the clubs at least 4 to 5 times a week for 7 months straight playing this song.
It's not even fun. It's like work
it's
at that
work,
point.
but it's slick fun though because of the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm finding the fun. I'm pulling all the fun out of it so I don't get tired of it. Feel me? But at this point, I'm just in rotation, just going through the motions and shit. And they played the song in the club, and the club just went crazy when that shit came on. So they run it back like they on the mic, man, who is it? Who it is? They run it back about 4 times. They like, man, we playing it on the radio tomorrow. Like that was just the most personal one for me because I just felt like man, I got in the car, I was about screaming like, let's go, like. You know what I'm saying? That shit was just like
the run
real
back.
for me. Like,
the run back that's how you know, man. If a DJ just genuinely has to play it again.
matter of fact, that's when Red Push walked up on me.
I was gonna say he's always there.
Yeah, Red Push
always
stays
at
at
that club.
11:45.
This the night when Red Push walked up on me. He like, bro, this you? Woo, woo, woo. I'm like, yeah, bro. I been sent you the song. I walked up on you weeks ago. You feel me? Like for real.
Shout out to Red, man.
Believe, that's my dog.
Damn.
So that's how that relationship started?
Yeah.
At 11:45?
Yeah,
I love that.
I literally met Red Push in 11:45.
Wow.
That's gotta make it. I mean, that story just got me fucking pumped.
I'm excited now.
Like, so that had to really. I mean, you're busting your ass, bro. You said 4 to 5 nights for 7 months, bro.
Yeah, I'm not
That night has to.
Boy, money going up and down. Like, bro, I went broke several times off that music shit. Like, for real. Like,
But that had to make it feel almost like all worth it again, right?
yeah, it was like that's confirmation. Like, what you're doing is doing something. Like, it is now. Like, that's I called my mama. Like, man, I'm about to be on the radio tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, for sure. Like,
Damn.
definitely.
That's hard.
And
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Just
hyped.
I think you said it best, like the run back, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and the fact that the DJ didn't really know what he was playing, right?
Like the DJ at that point was Ant Dirty. He knew what he was playing because at this point I done locked in with Ant Dirty. Mind you, I've been going to the club, so every time I go to the club, I'm talking to the DJs. I'm building a relationship. I'm skimming you down. You feel me? Like me and Ant Dirty at this point done already talked outside the club. Bro, I need to be in rotation. What you need, bro? Like he like, bro, I'm fucking with the record. I got you, bro. Shoot me this, blah 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 blah, and it went from there. You know what I'm saying? Like that. But
yeah.
for sure.
Damn, man. So okay, how do you? So when the feature happens, right? Moneybagg Yo and Fujiano. Obviously, it takes it to like another level. It's getting worked like crazy at that point. For me, you've done several big name features in your career so far. Like, having said that, is it fair to say that like the feature strategy works?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't, yeah. Obviously, like for sure. It does work. It changed the way I look at it.
But
sure.
how many people do you know where it hasn't worked?
personally, I know a few.
Yeah.
I know a few.
It's not always a home run, but
Yeah.
it can definitely work.
But it can definitely work.
Yeah.
But I always will say it's always deeper than the money. And you know that's like with everything. But like with this, don't like think you can just pay your way to motion. Like you can pay, you know, and get features but it's like all that stuff, like them conversations we just had, like about the things that was building into the record, I feel like that also plays such a major part. It needed the feature so it can get to the millions, but it was already so solid. Like I would have bet my last, I did, like pretty much, you feel me? Bet my last on it several times. Like you gotta know, like have a real plan and strategy with it, like, and then it'll work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like I got other records with huge artists too, but they ain't go as big as Hitting. Feel me? Like, so.
Yeah. So, you know, you had a Lil Durk feature and, you know, you talked on some other podcast about like the real deal behind features, right? And I mean, you kind of alluded to like, you know, some of them are very more business in nature where there's not really, after the deed is done, you know, it's kind of done, right? Like you're not texting Durk right now, right?
No.
And you were very open about that. So I'm not, you know, putting something out there that's a secret, I guess, right? No, so for me, like I'm still trying to wrap my head around like, do you know, feel like maybe that wasn't, you know what I mean? Like if it plays out that way, is it still sometimes for you, you're like, all right, it was still a good business move, even if it didn't lead to like some really strong chemistry or something, right?
Yeah, I mean, far as that, like, even with that situation, what I was saying was like, I was just speaking on how it came about. I didn't call that play. You know what I'm saying? Like, Boom Man hit me up. Hey, I just put Durk on the record.
Oh, wow.
Woo, woo, woo. I mean, of course, I'm be like, shit, okay. Like, hell yeah, Lil Durk hard as hell. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I say like, yeah, it's still a win. You know what I'm saying? It's still a win.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it's just different versus when you actually do get a relationship.
Yeah.
Versus,
You weren't
know
even
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
studio with him. You know what I mean?
Like, nah, at all. But I ain't taking it. I'm not saying like I was upset or no shit like that. You feel me?
Yeah,
Like,
you
I
literally
was
didn't
just
even
saying
know.
what it was.
You
Like,
didn't even know.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Of course, I was like, hell yeah, let's do it.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but does part of you, you know, maybe wish that you wouldn't have like so quickly just, I don't know that you had a say in the matter. I don't know what your contract was, but like, you know, does part of you think that maybe like having someone else on the song might have been, you know what I mean? Like, do you ever look back and been like, damn, I kind of just said like, fuck yeah, because I was so excited because Durk obviously is, you know, arguably like towards the top of the.
Well, really, like when it happened, I really, right then, I told him I wouldn't have chose bruh, for that song.
Yeah.
I felt like I had other songs that would have went harder, that Lil Durk would have fucked with, but more and went harder on that shit. You know what I'm saying? He still went hard, but I'm just saying, like, I would have had some more for his vibe, I felt like. And just for the like, yeah, on my behalf, I would have went a different route. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it was already done. So it was already done. And that's the type of shit that happens when you collide, like link your business with another, when you partner up, bro.
Yep.
Like that's the type of shit versus being independent and being with a label. Like,
are you liking the independence right now?
oh yeah,
That route?
I'm liking it.
Calling
For sure.
shots and shit.
For sure. Like they always pretty much gave me a creative control, you know what I'm saying? But like, shit, I mean, of course you like independency because I mean that shit coming back your way.
Yeah, well that
Back end,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing.
Right.
So how much luck do you feel like is involved in like all this music shit in general?
Man, I don't even believe in luck.
Oh yeah?
Nah, I don't believe in luck.
Why not?
Cause I just think if you really give your 100% for real, like your 100%, I think you'll receive something. That's what I believe. Like, I didn't receive nothing out of music until I was fully 100% in. When I like was living, breathing that shit, chasing that shit, attacking it. Like folks be 1 foot in and 1 foot out with shit and swear they going hard. But you 1 foot in, like you not really going hard, like about it. I feel like you go hard about it, like something will happen. You might not be, Drake or no shit, you feel me? But you could get some money out this shit. It's money flowing in this shit. Like you can get you a M out this shit, like for sure.
Yeah, even just like everyone wants to be Drake, but it's like if you can make music and make
And
125,000 a year, like
You feel me?
that's a great life in my eyes with your art. Like that's pretty cool.
Man, you
Yeah.
pay your bills off of your art, like, and you live your life and
Yeah.
do what you do off your art. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because but I kind of think that there are a ton of people that are giving it their all out there and they just haven't seen that, they haven't gotten blessed with whatever, opportunity, right? But I also don't, now that I'm like jogging my brain being like, who do I know that actually is like,
Are they really
who's
giving
actually
they all?
giving it their fucking all?
Like
Yeah.
for real.
Like for real, for
don't,
real.
Oh, every time when you, my money low, bro, you're not giving your all. Some of the best moves I made, bro, I was broke in that moment. I might have got some money. The next day, I might not have got no money. 2 weeks later, I ain't had nothing right then. I'm finessing now. I'm working on. I done got in for free. I know so-and-so, he gon' like, bro, whatever. Like, you gotta just make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
There
That's
are,
how I feel.
I guess there are some limitations. Like if I tried my all to play professional football, or basketball, like I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah, but I like to say this too. I don't look at the music game like going to the NBA or the NFL. Like even my daddy asked me that. Like when I was chasing the shit back then before I got any motion, he's like, man, that shit like going to the NBA. I'm like, no, sir.
Not at
it's
all.
not. You nigga, it's either you in the NBA or you not. It's levels with this shit, with this rap shit. It's levels.
You could go play in Europe,
Like
play ball
shit
in
like,
Europe.
That ain't the NBA. Though.
No.
Feel me? But it's kind of like that though. You can go overseas and get some money. It's like that kind of with the rap. Like you ain't got to be selling out fucking, Madison Square Garden, but
Yeah.
you do tickets at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you need-
the Roxy.
Masquerade.
You be selling that bitch out. You feel me?
Tabernacle.
Like, yeah, you selling that out though consistently. You can eat. Like that shit straight. Like for sure.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about artists that don't take that mindset approach, right? Everyone does want to be Drake. And they almost, if they're not Drake in a fucking year or something, then they're all pissed off and disappointed and, upset and, this is fucking bullshit, like whatever.
Focus on yourself, man.
Yeah, and but almost just acknowledging that, like, maybe if I take the approach of, hey, let me get to this, this level, right, and then let me get to this level, and what I mean, like, there's some saying about like if you just get 1% better every day or whatever the fuck, right? But the whole mindset is just I don't need to be transforming myself into Drake overnight or in the next year or whatever the case may be. So it's being okay with reaching certain milestones that are still very like tough to reach and something that you should be proud of. But I think I don't know if it's an ego thing.
That's
where,
part
like,
of it. I mean, artists are those.
I want to be the fucking biggest and
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
to
that
fucking
shit.
know my name and sing my shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And rap is
biggest
also,
people
like-
do be like that.
Yeah.
kind of sometimes. So
Yeah,
hey,
yeah, and I think we live in a rap bubble, all of us, like us three up here, like specifically, we predominantly, I would assume, listen to rap. You're a rapper. We talk to mainly people in hip hop, and I feel like probably, there's a lot of bands out there that are probably way more comfortable with just like being a touring band that just makes a $50,000 a year salary, and like they're cool.
for sure.
I think rappers, like rap is just a little.
Some rappers
different.
though, it's some people out here Ian that's independent, and it's probably like we might not even necessarily know too much about him, but he eating over there. Is artists who popping in California. We might not be listening to him over here, but he's going crazy in California.
Yeah.
You can go platinum off California alone. You feel
That's
me?
wild.
No,
Like,
for sure.
Or
I mean,
Texas, this shit's so big. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I mean, honestly, we're kind of like we're starting to become, I would say, not to toot our own horn, but like, we're like the No Jumper ish of the, East Coast, or like in Atlanta specifically. So many artists on No Jumper doing interviews have so much fucking motion, but they're just like California rappers, where I'm like, who the
people?
fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
And then you check out his gram, his TikTok, his streams.
Got 1 million monthly
Going
listeners.
crazy, bro. Opening up for whoever the fuck, famous artists and stuff.
yeah,
Like,
as soon as they come out there,
Yeah.
now he opening up over there. Like,
exactly.
that's
Yeah.
how it go.
Just like crazy motion where, like you can definitely build yourself like a very sustainable career off of just like momentum in certain regions or in certain like niches. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta man, celebrate every win, bro, and know, cause like, but if I was just so focused on trying to be all or just, man, I'd probably be done quit now. You feel me? Mm-hmm. I ain't made it there yet. I'm on the way, but you gotta, man, celebrate the wins. Man.
Yeah,
It's like,
for sure. So,
step.
so when you had like, hit and going crazy, like, is there a bunch of pressure that you put on yourself now to reach that same degree of success with a song?
I wouldn't say I don't put the pressure on myself. Is it pressure? I mean, yeah, because it's like, you gotta make another one, do it again. You feel me? For me, it's kind of like just making sure that I stay focused and do what I do to, I guess, do the same thing again. I feel like hitting, that's not my hardest song to me, for sure not. That song I made it for real in 2016, dropped it in 2017, right? Okay. I just think about like I'm trying to match the energy of that I put into a record like that. I pushed that song for years, like years on years. How can I match that, but do it in a quicker way type shit? You know what I'm saying?
Do you need to like
that's how
feel?
I do it.
Do you need to feel that in a song to be able to go that hard? Like, do you have to make a song and then feel like, okay, this one I gotta push it, or can you kind of like pick a record and like get yourself there where you can push it as hard as you were pushing that one?
I think that's to each his own type shit. For me personally, it's something I'm still trying to figure out. For a long time, I felt like I had to be validated by other people with my music. Like I didn't really know what I even liked from myself. Like I'm just making the music and then seeing the reactions and like, oh, okay, y'all fucking with this one, I'm gonna do that one. Like I'm just spinning this shit out type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of, but yeah, to each his own. For me though, them ones, like sometimes it'd be like, oh yeah, this shit hard. Like, and we know for sure we gonna drop this one. But right now for me, it's just about consistency and just showing like, that I'm one of the hardest. You feel me?
What's your favorite song that's out? You said Hittin's not even your hardest song in your opinion. What is the hardest Money Move song that everyone needs to go fucking listen to right now?
Man, right now,
That's out.
right now, y'all need to listen to the project Believe and the project Still Paid. Right there. I haven't dropped that much music over the years. In the last 2 years, I've dropped 20 songs. In the years before that, I've dropped 2 projects.
But I think you make up for it with your pushing, because you spend all the time pushing those.
Exactly. But just even that, like my catalog right now is still in the point where like, bro, you listen to that Believe project and that Still Paid project, you'll hear I'm coming. You're gonna hear them records. Like it's hard shit on there, bro. It's hard shit. And it's Believe, that's the first project. It's from like the original when I first dropped Hitting and Eat. That's the project that had them 2 songs on there. Like, man, that shit is hard as hell. And that Still Paid that I dropped, you feel me? Still Paid got overlooked because I was on the Leaving Out with AE. So it was like, it didn't get the push and all that shit, like with the Hitting and Whoop the Woo. We ain't buy no feature, like, you feel me? None of that shit. Like, even my shit, Money Man and the Reds and all that, like, them my partners, like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't no push into the Still Paid album, you feel me? So even that one, I feel like got slept on a lot.
But hardest song.
the hardest song.
Yes.
I don't got one,
if you
bro.
If you
I ain't
had to
gonna lie.
die with one song only.
I mean, shit, I'm gonna die with hitting then, but
Okay.
but
There we go.
That's the worst
'cause I
question
can't
to
pick-
ask. When are you gonna stop asking artists
Like-
that question, bro? Like, what's your favorite kid? You know, what I mean, you can't do that.
But it's just really
He said
about
hitting
that.
wasn't, so he
Because-
clearly ignored that one.
No, it's just because
The bastard
when
child.
you ask that, that's on some shit like, man, hitting got so much, man. My man Mondo made it. That been my partner for 6th grade.
He
You
didn't
feel
even
me?
fuck
My
with it at the
brother.
beginning.
Nah, he didn't.
didn't even fuck
he
with
said
it,
it was
bro.
cool.
He's fucking
type
with
shit.
the royalties
Like,
now, I bet.
For sure, for sure.
His publishing checks from it are okay.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Publishing
Damn.
checks hitting.
Sure. But hey, one hard one. Y'all need to listen to that Schizo though. That
Yes.
Schizo featuring Money Man. That shit hard as
Yes,
hell.
I was listening.
So-
I went on like a late night walk last night, and I mean, you're right. I got through pretty much all your discography. Like, it's not that much. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I was on a long walk, but I'm just saying, like,
Yo,
No, for sure.
Mo, you know who mixed the original?
You. Yeah, I know.
Your
Hey,
I know.
boy, your boy.
know.
Shout
Not
out
the
to
one with Money Man, but
Yeah.
that OG.
Yeah,
I think
I
I,
know.
did Schizo. I did Easy.
Oh, okay, facts. Cause Court, yeah.
Yeah.
And Easy R too. Court made both of them. Schizo
Yeah.
and Easy. I know him since.
King of the Court.
Yup.
Yes, sir.
Salute to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dog since a jit.
yeah. So how does it feel, man? Like seeing some success with your friend from 6th grade, bro.
That feels amazing. Like
Yeah.
that's why I would say that. You feel me? That one. Cause
Yeah.
like that shit definitely like, we grew up listening. I'm like, man, we gonna be like Gucci and Zay Tiggy. Feel me? Like,
Yeah.
that's how I'm looking at it type
Yeah.
shit. And the fact that one really did that, like, man, it was just like, damn, like, for sure.
Do you sometimes look at him and you're like, bruh, that shit?
I don't even gotta say it.
Yeah, okay, it's unspoken.
Yeah.
It's understood.
Yeah, it's understood. He already know, boy, you knew what you was talking about.
Just gotta look at him like,
For sure.
It's just the nod. Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We're going crazy. Oh man.
I love that.
That's amazing, man. So I was listening to an interview with a country artist. So, not genre related, but I wanted to get your take on this. He said that there's sometimes when he wants to write a song, he's got this like amazing idea in his head, right? And he just can't seem to get it the fuck out into a song. Do you ever have that feeling?
Shit, I mean, yeah, kind of yeah. I go out, I make music out of the vibe. So
You start with a beat usually before a concept. So you pull up a beat and see how that makes you feel, or you have an idea first.
sometimes I got don't know what I'm gonna say till I get on the beat.
Yeah.
I have to hear my tone and voice and flow. Like,
You do the mumble tracks,
yeah,
on it, kind
I
of. Yeah,
do that for sure.
that's
Like,
a key.
I do that
piece.
mumble. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I ain't even gonna say my recipe, but yeah, I do that for
Okay.
sure, bro. I definitely do the mumble tracks, and but sometimes I might have a idea, like I might we gonna make a song about hitting or something, like we use this lingo a lot. This word, I'm gonna make a song about this word, or a concept might be some. My grandma said to me, I'm finna use this.
Those
Feel
always
me?
do
Like-
well when there's like a new word or something that's kind of just a
I thought you
hot
meant
new phrase.
Oh, I thought you meant the grandma songs.
I mean that too, probably.
I was like, what other songs do you know where the idea came from a grandma?
Listen, I got a whole album's worth of my grandma's
Shout out to
ideas.
Grandma 3.
Talk to you later about that.
That's, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Yo, so you mentioned, Gucci and Zaytoven, right? Is kind of like who y'all were, I guess, somewhat aspiring to reach that level of like duo, I guess producer artist duo success. I got to ask this, in my mind, you make like quintessential trap music from Atlanta. Like, I was vibing last night, bro. Like it really did put me back in like that like solid, genuine like trap music from Atlanta vibe, right?
Yeah.
Who is on the Mount Rushmore of trap music for you? 4 people.
4 people, trap music.
Yep.
I say Gucci Mane, Young Jeezy. T.I.,
Yep.
Lil Boosie.
Henry, how do you feel about this?
And it's like Slash or Yo Gotti though.
I'll give him the first 3.
Okay.
Give him the first 3.
All right, so who's your 4th?
Gotti is up there.
Yeah, I mean Gotti is that's what I say. Slash or Yo Gotti. Like
And I also got to put Titty Boy in contention to some degree
Chainz
as
is
well.
definitely
man.
one of the ones.
One of the ones. I don't think of Boosie immediately, but he definitely is part of that landscape for sure.
Man, see, Boosie is deeper than Atlanta, like, bro.
Right.
If you Alabama, Mississippi, like, they'll tell you, bro, like,
Yep.
he like a god. When we was growing up, bro, like, my cousins and all, like, anywhere over there, bro, like, I'm telling you, Boosie one of the ones, like.
I was on the Memphis kind of stuff in those days. It was like Gucci mixtapes got me started, and then I just became obsessed with Memphis. So I was on the Cocaine Music mixtapes.
Oh, yeah.
Back in the day. Oh my god,
definitely,
man.
dog.
Took
Got it
over
for sure.
I could not wait for the next Cocaine Music Merzik. Let me say it right. Cocaine Merzik mixtape to come out, man. My favorite.
Yo, so the music video for Hittin', and honestly, like several of your music videos, and honestly, like several of a lot of just trap artists' music videos in general, is like the classic just group of people turning up,
Yeah.
like in the hood, in front of a car, maybe not, in front of the block, whatever.
Like 100 people, probably,
like
right?
100, 150 people, I think, were at the Hit and Shoot, for
Yeah,
example.
yeah, for sure.
Like, is that as fun as it looks?
Oh, yeah.
Like, is it just as much of a like kickback, like turn up party?
You're not stressing at all about like you gotta get the right
me
shot.
personally, it ain't just all fun. It's more like going to work. Like, it kind of like going to work. Like, after you be tired and hungry. That's how that shit be like after the video, like, for sure. It's kind of like, it ain't just as fun. It's kind of like, man, I guess what you would say, even almost like you putting on a performance or maybe a acting in a movie or something. Like, it's kind of like that. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah.
Everybody else just having fun.
Right. I
They
think
just
it's way
trying to
more
get on
fun.
the camera and do what they do and shit.
Yeah, way
I'm
more
over there,
fun for them, bro.
Bro, get up, bro. I'm telling you, bro, you all pushing up on money bag. Nigga, get back. Bro,
There's
you
always
goddamn,
those
like,
guys that are like
nigga-
trying to move to the front of the shot.
for sure, but
Put his arm around Moneybag. Yes, my dog. Who are
for
you?
sure. Yeah, one of my partners, boy, we was laughing so hard after that, boy. We like, boy, yo ass, boy. He was all up there, boy, trying to
He was feeling himself.
man, what? But,
Man, I just always look at that, and I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, I see the chains, I see the money, and I just like, what percentage of video shoots like that result in any sort of like shenanigans? You know?
shit. I guess it just depends on who's shooting. For me, I ain't never had no issue with no visuals, cause
Okay, so like no one's running up
I ain't
on some
really-
fuck shit.
On 100 people?
I about
What
to
are
say,
they gonna do?
who want to do that?
Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know. Like,
What
I
are
just
they gonna
I just
do?
look at the value of the like items that are on the set, and I'm just like, man, that's a lot of.
It's almost safer when there's more people. You know
Nah.
what I mean?
I ain't never been worried about none of that shooting no video.
Okay. Yeah, this is coming from the guy. So I was.
He's an anxious person.
Well,
if you can't tell.
I am that. I was an extra in the GA Fujiano Mind
Your
Your Business
Business.
video.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I played a security guard. Okay,
They just found the guy, the white guy.
a white security guard, and my role was to basically knock on the dressing room door of Fujiano and GA and like all their friends to basically be like, yo, y'all gotta like stop partying, like chill out, essentially was like my role. And, you know, of course everyone was like, you know, Fu was like, yeah, like he's got to do it. Like, you know, look at this guy. Like he's clearly the guy that's going to ruin the party. I was like, okay, awesome. I'm glad I look like this guy. But like, you know, I'm playing this
is great.
I'm playing the guy and I'm knocking on the door and I didn't know this was going to happen. I opened the door to basically tell them to like cool out, you know, for the visual. And I've got red dots on me, bro. Like guns are pointed at me, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. I was pretty scared.
He peed a little bit.
I definitely tinkled in my pants.
Just fucking with you.
Yeah. And they loved it, man. They were having the best time
a
fucking
great-
with this terrified little white kid.
That's how are you going to make it look real? You know, you got to get the real reaction.
Yeah, but then so we had to do multiple takes. So I had multiple guns at me pointed at me multiple times. And by the end of it though, I was actually laughing. And so they were like, "Yo, you can't be laughing when we're like supposed to be
Yeah.
scaring you."
That's when you keep the first take.
Yeah, for
What?
sure.
No,
so
facts,
no, I
facts.
thought that was pretty funny. So Still Paid. What's the vision there?
Still Paid, man, that's the family first, you know what I'm saying? But it's also the label, you know what I'm saying? Like, Still Paid, including myself, got artists, and producers. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy Mondo, who made him, producer. King of the Court, Schizo, producer. Rubber Band Red, you feel me? Made my last one, Believe It, producer.
That one's hard.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it.
Yeah, fuck with that one.
Yeah, for sure. Like, and Rubber
Standing
Band
on
Red,
Business?
that's my brother. You feel me? Standing on Business, definitely hard. That's produced by Gross Guy.
Yeah.
He was AE. I met him through AE.
But he's also hard.
Yeah, he definitely hard.
Yeah.
He definitely hard. But I was saying, them other producers though, they all still paid.
Okay, yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So like, it's the label. We got the producers, the writers, feel me, the artists, like myself. We ready.
Did you always want to do that, or is it just kind of like? It seems like a trend. I'm not gonna lie, right? It seems like rappers want to become the heads of labels, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel? It seems like you feel like real passionate about it, though.
No, yeah,
It's
for
not
sure.
like a check the box thing. You know what I mean? Like, aren't you? Don't you feel like you're seeing it like all the time now?
Like, well, if an artist gets, some level of notoriety, it's easy to just put other people on using their name. So if you might as well have them under your umbrella at that point. But
But it seems like you're like more. I don't know. It seems like you're just more invested in it.
It's like I was still paid before I started rapping. You know what I'm saying? So we always was like, still paid was just a forever thing for me. But far as the label, it was always the plan because I always knew, for one, I don't look at rapping like, I'm not trying to rap forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not why I even got to rapping. I kind of got to rapping more on some like, I love to rap. And I felt like, realistically, I felt like it was going to be able to be one of the things that bring me legal money quicker than others. You know what I'm saying? Which it did. So I'm like, that's kind of more how I was at with the, like, what can I bring to the table for Still Paid, the label? Well, I know I could rap and I could get some motion. So that's what I'm going to do. Mondo, we see, he pretty much popped it off, you feel me, with being a producer. I'm seeing him, he Bankroll Fresh and 2 Chainz and Travis Porter. I'm seeing that happen. So I'm like, oh, my boy he doing it. So I need to go ahead and get on my 10. I seen him, he taught Court right in front of me, like Rubber Band Red, how to make beats quick. Like, I'm like, okay, we have a full, if you take me, Mondo, you know what I'm saying, or me and Rubber Band or me and Court, whatever, just put us in the studio, we coming out with full beat, song, album. Like, we don't need anybody else. That's worth something. Like, we're creating this vibe. Us. You know what I'm saying? We gonna need them M's.
Yeah. I just love how much of like a fan of collaboration you are. Like the fact that you're just not everyone comes on here and really shouts out the squad like that.
Yeah.
Like I know everyone does want to say thanks to their, homies or people that put them on, whatever. But like what's different about you and that I appreciate is like you got like mad love for these guys that are around you. And it sounds like, especially Mondo, since he's been, I guess, the longest standing relationship, right?
No, Rubber Band Red is my
Red?
blood brother.
He's your blood brother?
We're 2 years apart.
Oh shit.
Who made Believe It? He's my same mama, same daddy.
I stand corrected.
And Court, I known Court before Mondo since
so
when
he's the
Court was like in
These
diapers.
are OGs,
You
man.
feel me? Like,
Damn.
when Court was like, when I was in kindergarten, I met Court, like sleeping over at their house as children, like him and his brother. You feel me? So,
shit.
like, we are family.
Okay.
All of us. Mondo, like I say, met in 6th grade. So, like,
But he's the last
we are
almost.
family. Yeah, technically, but I mean,
crazy.
It's like, that one don't change nothing though. But me and Mondo, it been times though, like when I wasn't around Court, you know what I'm saying? I went, graduated, I'm with Mondo though, you know what I'm saying? So it's all the same.
Yeah. But so would you say that those guys like significantly helped you become the rapper that you are? Like, do you think they shaped your rapping abilities?
Yeah, and I say this too all the time. Like Mondo play a real reason, a big part of why I rap anyway. Cause like I was rapping for fun.
Like,
Feel me?
yeah, like just like everyone.
Like,
kinda did.
like I was rapping because I just enjoyed rap.
Yeah.
Like seeing Mondo get motion, you know what I'm saying? Like when Mondo was like, man, fuck what y'all talking about, man. I ain't partying nothing, bro. I'm finna bought equipment, spent thousands on equipment, man. Y'all, he in the crib making beats. We like, but this man dead serious. Feel me? Like seeing that shit and seeing him get motion, I'm like, this my right hand man. I'm like, shit. And he telling me, boy, I need you, boy. Like, I know what you gonna do. Like, nigga, I need you to get right. I'm like, oh yeah. Say less. Like, that played a major reason on why I did it. You feel me? Like, for real, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's
and my
hard.
brother, Rubber Band Red, who made the beats, he like my favorite rapper.
Oh, wow.
He just don't drop that much, but he really like my favorite rapper though.
Damn.
So they definitely play a part.
Okay. Shout out to Red. We need some more
He
Red
got
music.
some coming, yeah.
he
Rubber,
does?
he got some coming, yeah.
Okay.
He coming 2023.
That's dope. So the Believers is what you like refer to, I guess, like your
That's us.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there any affiliation with the Justin Bieber Believers
Nah.
at all?
Nah, but salute.
Okay.
Salute y'all though.
I don't know.
God damn it, Ben.
It just seemed like eerily, similar. I don't know.
Do you have the next question?
I thought we were gonna unpack that a little bit, but no, for sure, man. No, this is great. I mean, like, what are you most excited about? For the rest of this year.
What can we look forward to?
Yeah, I know big Venice business, man. I mean,
For sure.
bro, I was just talking with Henry off camera. So for those that don't know, Venice is founded by Troy Carter, the legend in this music shit, discovered Lady Gaga amongst like a ton of other artists. He's just like
Shark
one of
on
those
Shark Tank.
Yeah, one of those
Word.
music moguls, right? And he started Venice as a distribution company that really has taken, I think you talked about it, like taken a really hands-on approach with a lot of their artists. And he's building a fucking Avengers executive team, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously our guy Red Push is over there, senior director of A&R. He's gotten so many like people on the team that are just, if anyone can help artists succeed, it's going to be the Venice team, honestly, man. So I think you're in a
for
really
sure.
good spot with like who you're partnered with, right, on the distribution side. But like, what are we got projects this year. What are you most excited about, would you say?
Yeah, man, I'm most excited about this new music on the way, man. Like, this shit's so hard, man. And it's like, I took my time, you know what I'm saying? Even since once I done left AE, I've only dropped 2 songs since then, you feel me? So, like, these next projects coming in 2023, man, they going crazy. Visuals going crazy. And it's consistent. Like, it's piled up, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really just excited about them. You know what I'm saying? I'm just excited for that, for real.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, for me, I think the consistency, man, is like, at least once again, in the era that we live in now, once again, are there artists that exist today, like the Frank Oceans of the world, that can prove this theory wrong? Absolutely. But for the majority of people that are trying to get on, I think it's that consistency, bro, that's going to win.
Yeah.
It's
Never quitting.
It's staying on their fucking necks, bro, with quality music, quality visuals, quality content, right? Like, that's what's going to win. So, like, if you got a bunch of consistency lined up for the rest of this year, then I think, like, sky's the limit, bro, for sure.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
Believe.
Absolutely believe. Money Moo, we have entered a final segment of the One More Time podcast.
Oh, shit.
Henry, where the fuck are we at?
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, indeed.
My Face ID never works with the boom mic.
Yeah.
This is the Rapid Fire Rampage.
Okay.
There it is.
You're still getting used to that?
Yeah, I got to turn for my buttons now, but it's all good. It's a 3-part rampage. I'm going to explain it as we go, though. First part is just some short answer questions. You're not judged on correct answers, but you are judged on speed. It's just a rapid fire rampage. So, part 1.
And when he says judged, he really just means we make one comment about how fast you're going.
We've joked about doing a Hall of Fame, but maybe one day.
Oh, yeah. There's been
okay.
some really quick people.
So this one, especially, you got to answer as fast as possible. Don't think. What is your bank PIN number?
That's worse than the Believers, man.
I didn't even write that. I don't know how that got on here. Okay, let's get to the real. Sorry about that. Okay, for real. You can pick either an artist or a producer to do a full-length project with. Any artist or any producer. Who would you pick?
Future.
This one's more of a philosophical question. Is water wet?
No.
What is something we could all be doing to make the world a better place?
being good people.
Simple as that, Henry.
You must delete 3 states. Which state's got to go?
Alaska, South Dakota, Montana.
Damn. Montana gets. I would keep Montana, but Montana always goes. somewhere.
Yeah, and one of the
I
Dakotas.
just
for
don't
sure.
know nothing about them. That's all.
Yeah, for sure. South Dakota has Mount Rushmore, so I think North.
Oh,
would
for
be- would
real?
be the
That's where
one.
that shit at?
I think so. I think it's in South. So, but
Sheesh.
You learn something new every day here, Moo.
Man, what?
we'll replace it with Moo's trap Mount Rushmore. And then,
Yep.
Yeah, we need one to know.
Yeah.
We need to put it right here in the A-though.
Yes.
Well, let's replace the Stone
Yeah,
Mountain
carve it on
shit.
Stone
That's
Mountain on the other side.
Get those racist ass generals off of there.
yeah, man. Imagine Gucci, Jeezy, T.I., and Boosie being on
Telling you.
Stone Mountain.
It will match Atlanta.
That's hard.
That'd be all.
All right, I'm starting a petition for that.
There already is one.
Okay,
They were going to put
signing it.
Outcast on it. They got 1 million signatures. Nothing happened. So don't worry about it.
So my one probably won't make any difference.
Yeah. For this next one, we're going to need your phone.
What?
Pull out your phone.
Oh, what we doing?
We're gonna go on Instagram. Pull up the gram. We're gonna go to the DMs. We're gonna check the third one down. Who is it? What were you talking about?
It ain't open,
Ooh.
and it's probably not. I probably didn't even say nothing. It's a mention. So, you want me to keep looking?
Is it anyone that you know?
Let's go one down from that.
One more down.
Nope. One more down. It's Red Push, but it's just some. We ain't talking though. He just sent me some.
What'd he send you?
Just some video about JJ's fish. He know I like JJ.
Okay.
It's incredible.
Okay.
All right. Shout out to Red for
enough.
the JJs.
Last one. Last one of the short answer. What is your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
Part 1.
Part 1. JJ's fish sounds
Yeah, we got JJ's. in the
pretty
mix.
delicious right now.
Yeah. We didn't get the pin number. But that's all right. You know.
I thought that wasn't a real question, Henry.
Yeah, sorry. No, I don't know how that got on there. The second part is a this or that. I'm gonna just give you 2 choices and you pick one. Nope. Yeah, still not.
Struggling, bro.
Dude, not very like,
Nah, it's not user friendly over there.
we're gonna figure it out.
It's okay. One of these days we'll have enough money. If y'all support us with some donations,
That's right.
we could hire someone to just press the rapid fire rampage
Drop it
button
in the cash app.
Yes.
Yeah. Link in our bio for real.
Yes. You know, this shit runs on donations around here.
Right.
So we're going to be paying off this set for years.
It's gonna take a while. We need that Crown Royal sponsorship, guys. Hit us up.
Yep.
Starting with Twitter or Instagram?
Instagram.
Melodies or drums?
Drums.
Seafood or barbecue?
Seafood.
Win the lottery or find your soulmate?
Win the lottery.
He's like, I could settle.
So yeah, number 5, 6 down the list to be fine. Lose all of your current music or lose everything in your checking account?
I mean, I lose the checking account because I get the money back.
I like it. I like it. Give up your driver's license or give up airplanes?
I give up my driver's license.
I like that.
I don't want to drive nowhere to be 1,000.
There you go.
I'd rather ride.
Get the driver. Boom. Intense toothache for 20 minutes or a mild stomach ache all day?
I go mild. Yeah, I go mild stomach ache. But them toothaches be
The
hurting,
worst.
boy.
They're the worst. Tooth and ear, worst aches known to man. Last one of the this or that. Rap on only country beats or leave the music industry?
I'll probably just bow out, man.
Hang it up.
Like, yeah, man, it done went left for me, bro. I don't know what to do no more.
Bro, I'm so
I
happy.
tried a couple times.
I'm so happy
Kept it
you
real.
said that.
You kept it real.
Because we've given some outlandish versions of that.
Yeah.
And people have been like, oh, I would never leave the music industry.
Yeah, fuck it, I'm making
rap
death metal now.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, no, you're not.
I'm a hyper
Like,
pop guy now.
Yeah. So the
Let's
fact
do
that he's
it.
just like, well, it was a good run.
Yeah.
That country shit ain't for me. Sorry about it, fellas.
Yeah.
Just be performing my old stuff.
Yeah. Facts. So the last part is the word association. I'm going to say a word, and then you just say the first word off the top of your head right back to me. Nice and easy. Starting with hip hop.
Rap.
Producer.
Mundo.
Shout out. Ice cream.
Vanilla.
President.
Obama.
Galaxy.
Space.
Verse.
I was about to say rap again. Verse.
You can.
Yeah, rap.
Podcast.
Talk.
The correct answer was one more time. It's okay.
God damn it, Henry.
Mushroom.
High.
Fire.
Burn.
Nurse.
Hospital.
Magic City.
Stripper.
Judge.
Jail.
Glock.
Shots.
Lil.
Wayne.
Still.
Paid.
What an interview.
Still paid. What an interview. This
What a
has
rampage.
been Money Moo. If y'all fought with this interview, as always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that donation link in the fucking bio.
And follow Moo on social media
Yes.
and stream Believe and Still Paid.
Nah,
Absolutely.
For sure.
Money Moo, you are a friend of the podcast now. We appreciate you coming on. And Henry, until next week, what are we doing?
Getting out of here.
We're getting out of here.
Peace.
Peace.
Pop that shit like one more time. And pop that one more time. Pop that shit like